Alright, game three, Windy City time. Opening face-off, won by Indiana. Indiana picks up the puck, goes down, into the zone. Rubbed off the puck, puck's on the near side corner. Going to go up the board's not out, cut off by Indiana. Stolen away, so with it. Pass doesn't connect. No icing. Indiana back to pick it up. Off the boards with the wing. Wing through the net. 2-on-2 and pass across doesn't connect. This puck picked up by Indiana. She'll go low. Wrapped around back up high. Stolen away from the score. Moves right back in. Going to pick up the defender, will go right in the next to the net. The pass cut off. Throwing the puck again. Versus play, far side half forward. That pass. Cut off by Indiana. But with a shot off. Storm's able to clear it. Puck stolen by Kansas City. Brought out of the zone. Jumps back in. Throwing the puck in there, so now to the neutral zone. Jumps in. Indiana goalie plays it. Near side corner. Indiana with it. That pass cut off. Storm with it. B to B. That's up top. That pass is cut off by 4 seconds. Addie there, shot for Kansas City, saved by the goaltender. Blocker save. Kansas City's on the puck. Turned over, Indiana with it. They'll go up the boards. They're on 3 into the zone. Shot, glove saved by Kansas City. To the point, Indiana with it. That shot off the half board. Goes on net, covers. Huh? No, we've missed in there. We have one. Addie's shot was a blocker save. Kansas City with the puck. Through the middle of the zone. Stolen away, Indiana with it. They'll head right back in. That's the middle. Shot blocked by the defender. Gets the rebound. Puts it in front. That goes wide. Kansas City with it. They're able to get it out. Dumps in. Goalie plays it to the corner. Indiana on the loose puck. She'll skate it out. Around the defender to the far side. Brings it around. Still has the puck. Shoots and scores. .53 left in the first, 1-0 in the end. Face off won by Indiana. Move it into the zone, jump it deep. Storm on the puck. We'll go up the board's not out. Foul for in the far corner. Storm come away with it. Storm dump it in. Indiana's on the puck. Indiana picks up a loose puck, moves it into the zone. Try to dump a shot in on net. Comes across the goal line. Picks up the loose puck. That's off. Face off won by Kansas City, dumped off but not out. Kansas City will retrieve a loose puck behind the net. Up the wing. Stolen from Kansas City. Shot, save. Face off won by Indiana. Turned over Kansas City with it. He'll dump it down. Now go for icing. .23 remaining in the first. 1-0 Indiana. Face off won by Indiana. Shot off the hand to an Indiana play. In front, shot, save, rebound, save. Comes to a high slot. Kansas City on it there. Into the zone. Played out by Indiana. Pass in front. Shot fanned on by Kansas City. Indiana picks up the loose puck, skates it out. Puck rolls in on net. Goalie covers. Face off won by Indiana. She go behind the net. Looks in front. Doesn't find it, so cut back. Passes in front. That doesn't connect. Storm's able to get it out. Indiana picks it up, moves it right back in. Shot goes wide. Off the glass. Kansas City on. Passes. Turnover, shot scores. Hard game if you're going to give them the puck, especially in a prime scoring opportunity like that. Still need to fight back. There's Frail 2-0, 7:51 left in the first. Kansas City wins the face-off. Indiana collects some. Indiana on it. That shot saved. Covered. Face-off won by Indiana. Shots away wide. Rebound comes to the far side. Kansas City chips it up, not out. Indiana in front, shot scores. Off the goalie's mask and up into the goal. Indiana with a 3-0 lead. Face-off won by Indiana. And then it brings it in 2-on-1, shot wide. Rebound goes behind the net. Indiana brings it in front, that shot wide. Comes up the middle. Kansas City fans on the outlet. It goes down low. Kansas City the puck, chips it off the glass. Neutral zone. Indiana picks it up there. Indiana with entry again. She'll deke around, shot, save. Look at the whistle. Face-off won by Indiana. Kansas City on a loose puck. Brings it over in the neutral zone. Indiana goes up the boards. They're on 3 in. That's the middle, losing the puck there. Kansas City's outlet pass wasn't enough. Then back down into the Indiana zone. To go around the net. Storm on a loose puck. Turned over. Indiana with it. Stolen away by Storm and then turned over in the neutral zone. Storm with puck now. That pass doesn't connect, gets turned over. Pass, wobbly pass, doesn't find the Indiana stick, and Storm's going to get up and not out. Indiana controls in the zone. Turned over. Storm dump it out of the zone. Indiana with the puck. In front, shot, save, rebound. Comes the Storm player. She goes up the boards. Can't get it out. That shot blocked by the defender in front. Storm will go up the boards and not out. Indiana shot, saved by Storm. Indiana with it. They go low to the far corner. That's through the middle, no one there. Collected by Kansas City, and they're able to exit. Can't do with the puck. Pass to the slot. That shot. Block goes wide. Indiana dumps it out. Storm will pick it up in neutral zone. Off the board. Brought in by Kansas City. Dumps behind the net. Indiana will pick it up there. Indiana on a breakaway. In shot, save, covered. Face off one by Indiana. Second collected by Kansas City. Loses the pass. Indiana picks up the loose puck there right back into the zone. Indiana with control. Puck sent deep to the corner. Indiana picks it up there. Pass up to the point. Shot through traffic. Glove save. Up to the side. Up to the point. Comes out of the zone. Indiana collecting their zone. They're able to move it back in. Up to the front of the net. Loses the puck. Kansas City with the win. They go middle, not out. Now Kansas City's able to get it out. Gets back to the middle, pass across. Cut off by the defender in front of the net. Indiana up to the point. Kept in by Kansas City. Indiana with the puck. They'll try again. They're able to get it out this time. Puck comes to the neutral zone. Can't give it up to the line, not out. Shot, save. Face off one by Indiana. They'll go middle and up to the point. That shot goes wide. Indiana in the corner with it. We'll pass behind the net. Doesn't connect, going to the loose puck. That outlet goes off the skate. Indiana up to the point. Cut off by Kansas City. Pass all the way across and just on an Indiana stick in the neutral zone. Kansas City with the puck. Loses it to an Indiana player. He'll dump it in. Kansas City with it. Goes up the board. Indiana fuck into the zone. Cut off there. Dumps down, horns down. End of the first, Indiana with a 3-0 lead. Face off, one by Kansas City. Turned over. Indiana with it. Into the zone. Going away from her there. Indiana with Kansas City with control. But with the puck out. Puck's now to neutral zone. Battled for along the board. Dumped in by Indiana. Puck's pinned against the board. Comes out. Indiana control. Shot save. Kansas City. Kansas City clears it up. Wing takes it out. Dumped in on. Oh, nice score! Well, that is the epitome of they don't ask how, they ask how many. He just cleared it in on net. Goalie misplayed it. 5-0 into the net. Kansas City's first goal of the game. First goal of the tournament. 14:09 left in the second. 3-1 Indiana. Indiana with the puck into the zone. Kansas City clears it up. Not out. Second attempt able to clear. Indiana dumps it in. They'll call it ice. Face off won by Indiana. Just skated up the middle. Able to get it out. Battle on the boards forward. Indiana brings it out into the zone. It's still there. Bucks play with a high stick. Face off won by Indiana. Buxton goes wide. Kansas City can't clear the zone. Indiana dumps it to the corner. Storm pick it up there. Turned over to Indiana. Gets around the back of the net. In front. Shot. Save. Rebound. Cover. Let's see if the second one was a shot or if it just. Okay. Face off one by Indiana. To the far side, that comes out back in. Offside. Should be the other dot, dude. Alright. Face off one by Kansas City. Puck set up. Cut off by Indiana player. Our first penalty of the game. Cross-checking call on Indiana. Face off one by Kansas City. Shot blocked in front. Comes to the point. That shot. Gets on net. Rebound. Scores! Second goal of the game for Addie. 2 shots on goal. Yeah, loose rebound just hanging out in front. Opportunity. 3-2. 12-17 left in the second. Face off one by Kansas City. Turned over to Indiana with it. Dumps it in. Kansas City goes up the wing, not out. Now it's up. Dump down. Icing. Face off one by Indiana. Knickerbocker cuts off the pass. Shot, save. By Indiana, they clear out. Icing. Face off one by Indiana. Scoops it up and out. Passes to the wing. Then offside. Face off win by Indiana. Storm pass it up. Comes out of the zone. Indiana left in neutral zone. Off the boards to a wing. Shot in. Shot. Save. Cover. Face off won by Indiana. High shot rolled in on net. Cover, reset on the draw on the right side. Face off one by Indiana. Shot from the middle, blocked in front, rebounds, shot on net. Cleared up to the point, not out. Indiana with it. Up to the middle, shot blocked by the defender. Rebound attempt sent wide. Long shot in on net. We'll get a cover. 10:34 left in the second. 3-2 Indiana. Face off one by Indiana. Pass in front, doesn't connect. Puck comes to the near corner. Stolen by Kansas City to be able to clear. Indiana in neutral zone with it. Storm into the zone. We'll get a second power play tripping call on Indiana. Face off one by Indiana on the penalty kill. They'll bring it around, skate it out, dump it down. Icing. Face off one by Kansas City. Turnover. Puck's down, battle on the board. Behind the net. Still battle for it. Puck spin the ball against the boards. And we'll get a tripping call in Kansas City. Four on four. For 55 seconds. Shot. Scores. Off the face-off. Chips it up and over the goaltender. Indiana takes a 2-goal lead with 9:23 left in the second.
.52 seconds left, 4-on-4. Face-off won by Kansas City. They lose the
puck. Turnover now, Indiana with it. That's far side. Goes it in. Shot blocked by the defender. Rebound brought around the net. Shot saved. That's off. No shot. Goes up one by Kansas City. Sends it up and out. This puck picked up, dumped in. Side of the net. Indiana's going to pick it up behind. Up the wing. To the middle. And miscommunication there. Indiana picks up a loose pass. Doesn't find anyone. That'll come all the way out and down. This puck picked up by Kansas City. Puck rolls around. Kansas City now on the penalty kill. 20 seconds. Indiana's into the zone. 2-on-1. Shot off the post. Rebound comes out to neutral zone. Kansas City back to full strength. They'll clear the puck down. Indiana picks up the puck. Stolen away by Kansas City. Turn shot off the skate. Rebound picked up by Kansas City. Then sent to the lower corner. Indiana will pick it up there. They'll try to go up the wing. Stolen by Kansas City. Combs there. Got the good steal. Indiana's going to ice it.
Face-off won by Indiana. They go behind the net with it.
Comes back around the net. Pass just behind skater. Kansas City up to left in the neutral zone. Turned over there. 2-on-1 into the zone. Shot wide. Rebound off the skate. And Stewart's sitting on the puck. Picked up by Indiana. In front. Shot saved. Long shot wide by Indiana. Puck comes to the boards on the far side. Indiana near side half boards. That shot brought down. We need a whistle.
.42, 6 minutes left in the second.
Kansas City trail Face off one by Indiana. D-to-D, long shot wide. Rebound to Kansas City. That's turned over in the zone. Puck sent around. Pass across. Indiana with control behind the net. Turned over. Kansas City sends it up. Not out. Now he's off the skate now. Puck played back in offside.
Face off by Indiana. They'll send it in.
Kansas City dumps it around to the near side. Cut off by the defender. Indiana gets the puck. Shot wide. And inside C. Indiana with it. Good stick there to prevent the injury. Shot on net. And goal recovered.
Face off one by Indiana.
Nice shot. Pinball around to the near side. Comes back up to the point. Indiana shot off the skate. To the board. Cuts in front. Shot off the side of the net. Rebound comes in front. No one there. Picked up by Kansas City. Storm moves it out. To the middle. Loses the puck. Gets the backspin to the far corner. Indiana runs back to the net. Comes up the boards off the ref. But Indiana brings it out. Numbers into the zone. Surround the defender. Backhand. Stay. Cover.
Face off one by Indiana.
Up to the point. That shot blocked. Kansas City with control. Her pass cut off by an Indiana player. Comes right back to her. And we'll get a call.
Roughing call. Should have been checking from behind. But he knows he has to give her a misconduct if he does that. So we'll just call it a rough. Back to the power play for Kansas City. One, then up to the point. That shot blocked in front. On net.
Going moves it out to defender. The leader able to get it out. That comes to Kansas City. Dumps it in. Shot off the skate. Kansas City on the rebound. That shot cut off by the defender. Kansas City control pass in front. Puck's out of play. And get a whistle.
46 seconds left on Kansas City's power play. Still trail 4-2, 3:31 left on the game clock for the second period. Face off one by Indiana.
Comes up to the point. Kansas City shot cut off. Battle for it along the boards at the blue line, comes out to the neutral zone. Storm will pick it up there. They're back into the offensive zone. Up to the point. D to D. Shot off a skate. Rebound comes to the corner. Kansas City with the puck. They go around the back of the net. Shot saved. On a wrapper on the 10 to 8 seconds left on the power
They saw one by Indiana.
Kansas City with it on a turnover. They'll send it over to Indiana. They use the back of the net. Third stick there, turned over. Kansas City in front. And there. Puck's in the far corner. Now up to the wing. Indiana's back to full strength. Storm with the puck. Indiana into the zone for the half board. Down low to the corner. Puck comes to the middle, picked up there by Kansas City. Pass that connect. Indiana will regroup in the neutral zone. Couldn't fit in. That's an icing call.
.154 left in the second period. Score still 4-2. Face off one by Indiana.
Back to the middle. Pass up to the wing. Numbers into the zone. Held up there. Puck's put in offside.
Face off one by Kansas City.
Brought back in by Indiana. She'll lose the puck first behind the net. Up to the wing. Kansas City losing the puck in the neutral zone. And we'll get another penalty called on City 2 minutes for a trip ball minute and a half.
Face off one by Indiana. Pass to the point, cut off momentarily, turned back over to Indiana.
Indiana with it to go to the far side half boards. Comes all the way across. That shot post save. Rebound. Score. Not scored. Covered. By Kansas City's goaltender.
57 seconds left in the period. Face off one by Indiana. That's a good point.
Pass across the low. There's an edge there. Sends the puck up. So well to the corner now. Right across. That shot blocked in front. Rebound comes to an Indiana player. She'll put it back to the corner. Indiana go to work there. Then around to the near side. Up to the point. Pass across the half boards on the far side. Indiana lose the handle there. Balanced by Kansas City skater. Still pin the puck along the boards. Indiana with the puck comes in front, cut off by Kansas City, and they're able to clear. Foot race picked up by Kansas City, and a shorthanded dot save at the buzzer. Second period ends, 12 seconds left on the penalty kill for Kansas City. 4-2 to score. Indiana up.
Third period, face-off won by Indiana.
So go to the wing. Into the zone, looks through the middle, doesn't find anything she likes. Cuts back, Kansas City back to full strength. Can't see the puck. To go off the board, not out. Held in and dumped down low by Indiana. Kansas City will pick up there. Still with the puck. Pass up to the middle. Still moves through. Indiana will go off the wing. Doesn't connect, comes out to the middle. Indiana stands on a pass, comes in, shot wide by Kansas City. Indiana will pick up the puck on the air boys. Turned over. Kansas City with the puck. Stolen away by Indiana. Not able to get it out. Now they're out. Indiana back into the zone. Put around, brought in front of the net, backhand goes wide. They're down to Kansas City.
And we'll get a tripping call on Indiana.
Kansas City to the power play. 13:32 left.
Trailing by 2 goals. Face-off won by Kansas City. Comes up to the point. That shot
Wide. Indiana was it on the side of the net. Kansas City comes in front. Too far for the Kansas City player in front of the net, and Indiana collect and bring it out. This puck is picked up by Indiana. Puck sent high. B2B short-handed shot goes wide. Indiana first to the puck. Brings in front, shot goes high and wide. Indiana collects that shot on goal, makes a save. Storm with the puck. She'll turn it over at the line. Gets up and out by Kansas City. Puck's in neutral zone. Storm back in onside. Dumps it deep. Indiana with the puck. He goes high. Kept in by Marty at the point. Kept in again. No one there on the puck. Indiana collects. Her pass. Turned over. Shot wide. Storm with the puck. Goes high. That shot wide. Looking for a tip. Doesn't find anyone. Loose puck. Indiana back to full strength. He's evened up. Pass across the goal now. Doesn't find anyone. Indiana picks up the puck. Hands on her pass. Brought up by Indiana into the zone. Cut back. It's in front. Collected by Kansas City. And be able to get it out. Indiana's right back in, and a good stick there to steal it away. That puck's sent in offside. Picked off one by Indiana. We'll swing around to the far side boards. Got off there by Kansas City. Storm's able to clear it. Indiana dumps the puck back in. Kansas City picks it up behind the net.
We get another penalty call for checking this time on Indiana.
Storm back to the power play. 10:58 left in the third. Still trailing by 2 goals.
Puck to the point off the faceoff. That shot blocked.
Rebound blocked again. Indiana's able to clear. 1-on-2 into the zone. Shot, glove saved by Kansas City. They'll pick up the puck and start the breakout. Pass across to the middle. Kansas City on loose puck. They'll lose it, turned it over to Indiana, and they're able to get out. Indiana 1-on-1. Shot wide. Wraps around. Kansas City picks up the loose puck. They'll get to the neutral zone, moves a bit there. Indiana will change direction, come back into the offensive zone. They'll dump it around to the corner on the far side. That's picked up by Kansas City. We'll go to the wing. Kansas City into the zone. Pass across by Nolan. Indiana or Kansas City on loose puck in front. Can't get a handle on it. Loses it, and Indiana's able to clear. No icing. They'll pick it up. 5 seconds left in the power play. Indiana back to full strength. So send the puck on low. By Indiana to the middle, up to the point. That shot wide. And then comes an Indiana stick that goes off the side of the net. Back in front. Pinballs around, ends up on the far side board. Kansas City on a loose puck. Numbers coming out of the zone. Let's move around the defender. Shot. Sorry. Kansas City pulls back within one. Sliding a puck 5-hole. Face off won by Indiana. 8:49 left. We'll go here to the far coast side. There's a puck there. Kansas is able to clear. Indiana jumps the puck in, comes behind the net. Storm with the puck, she'll go off the board. Storm able to clear the zone. Indiana picks up the puck. Pass out. Breakaway here for Indiana. Shot save. Kansas City picks up the rebound. Shot wide. The penalty call here on Indiana dumps down. Pretty dangerous area there to get checking from behind.
Ref trying to decide what he's doing here. It'd be just a roughing call.
You're gonna put him in the box. I mean, bad check down here, but they don't have anybody in the box still.
So, Kansas City to the power play. Face off win. Shot blocked in front.
Indiana picks it up. She'll go off the board. Neutral zone. Collected there by the Storm. Skated in. Pass in front. Blocked by Indiana. Still control as she skates out. Shot wide. Battle for along the boards here. Pass in front. Storm pick it up. Gets around the defender. Brings it in. Indiana's able to clear. Storm with the puck. Indiana got on a turnover, brings it into the zone. Short-handed pass across. Pick up cleared by Storm. Storm with control, past the middle. Loses the puck there. Brought up and out by Indiana. Pass right back in. Kansas City with it. Shot wide. Rebound to the point. And there's flashing call in Kansas City. Indiana back to full strength, so we'll be on a penalty kill.
Shotgun.
6:17 left. Indiana with a 4-3 lead. Kansas City to the penalty kill. Chased off one by Indiana.
Up to the point. Back to the half boards. Comes to the near side point. Person. That shot, glove save.
Chased off one by Indiana.
Pass to the point. We'll just dump it to the half board. Kansas City able to tip it out. Foot race for it. Kansas City to it. Short-handed. That shot's blocked by the defender. Indiana picks it up. Indiana with the puck behind the net. Surveys, look. Drop pass, cut off by Kansas City. They're able to chip it up and out. Kansas City with the puck. They'll dump it deep. 1-4 checker on it. Indiana to the puck. Kansas City's going to take another penalty here. Checking will be the call. "13 seconds left on the first penalty, so Kansas City will be 2 down for 13 seconds.
Face off one by Kansas City.
Puck turned over low in the corner. Up to the point. They make a move around the defender. Can't get the shot off. Kansas City's able to clear. We get one back. They're now down just one player. 1:08 left on the penalty kill. Indiana with it. Through the fielder player. Puck comes out of the zone. Indiana back in. Storm will collect there. She'll chip off the board. Indiana's first to the puck. Shot. Save and cover. 4:08 left. Storm still trail 4-3. 38 seconds left on the penalty kill. Face-off won by Indiana. Half-Horse will go low to the corner, back to the board, and back to the corner. We'll give and go there. Contested puck picked up by Indiana. Still not out. That shot blocked. Long shot blocked by the defender. Tips around. Up there. Kept in. Indiana. Kansas City back to full strength. Love down by the goaltender. I think so.
.325 left. Face-off won by Indiana.
Fans on her shot. Picked up by Kansas City. They're able to bring it out. There's the puck on the end, in the neutral zone. And Indiana picks it up. Indiana back into the zone. That's around the defender. Shot goes wide. Again, interference call on Indiana with 3:04 left. Face-off won by Indiana. Storm on the power play. Indiana with the puck. Indiana's into the zone. Shot, save, rebound. That comes around the back of the net. Storm with it. Her pass cut off by the Indiana player. Shot, save, rebound, wraparound attempt. Blocked by the defender. Kansas City clears it up, back out of the zone, and back in offside. 2:32 left, 58 seconds left on the power play. Storm still trailing by 1. Face-off won by Indiana. They'll dump it in. Kansas City will clutch. She'll go behind the net. Nope, cuts back. Comes up the board. Kansas City with it there. Pass behind the players. Lost to the Indiana defender. Indiana back into the zone. Shot, save, covered.
Face-off won by Indiana. Shot, blocked, rebound, tipped up.
Breakaway for Kansas City. In. Shot. Save. Rebound. To the far side corner. Indiana picks it up there. They're able to get it out. Shot. Slow save.
Nine seconds left on the power play. 1:43 left
In the game.
Face off won by Indiana. She'll come up to the point.
That shot off the skate in front, picked up by Indiana down low. Indiana's full strength now. Kansas City with the puck. They'll go up the board, not out. Rebound shot blocked. Puck to the point. That shot goes wide. Rebound off the side of the net. Kansas City with the puck. For a little bit. Indiana sends it deep. Pick it up in the corner. Battle along the boards for it. Puck in front. Cleared out of the front of the net by Kansas City. It's cleared up to neutral zone. Indiana back into the zone. To the middle. Shot off the post. Comes with the near side corner. Cleared up, not out. Indiana with it again. Comes across the goal now. Turnaround shot, save, rebound. Still loose in front. On net. Covered. .25
seconds left.
Face off one by Indiana. Loose puck, shot, save. Rebound cleared behind the net. Backwards on the far side, down into the corner. Comes up. Kansas City player loses the edge, turns the puck over. Up to the point. Shot blocked in front by the defender. Horn ends. Kansas City loses 4-3 this game.